guys, Tom Major down here, and today I'm here with my signed Doctor Who items collection video. But it's also showing off the photographs I've also had at conventions and that. So, without further ado, I think we should dive in. But how I'm going to do this in this video, I'm not going to do it by like DD's books and that, because like, I feel like it's good to have a build up to the big autographs in my opinion. So, I'm going to start off with the books, possibly, because you know, they're not the biggest autographs I have, but I'm very happy to have them because I do really like these authors' writings. So yeah, I'm going to start off with The Beast of Fang Rock. Now, there's a bit of a story with this. I ordered some Amazon and instead of signed, I was like, ooh, because it's like a penny. And I wasn't sure if it was an actual autograph, sorry about that. And so I looked it up, and I asked the writer who wrote this book if it was his autograph, and he said it was us. So the writer who wrote this is Andy Frankham Allen, and I'm very happy to have his autograph because I've heard nothing but good things for his books and that, and I really can't wait to read this book because I really love Horror Fang Rock, and I feel like this one's going to be another classic. And now for the autograph I'm really happy with book-wise is The Tomorrow Windows. And it's actually signed by the author Jonathan Morris. Now, if people don't know, one of my favourite Big Finish writers is Jonathan Morris. I absolutely love his experimentation of writing, his creep factor, his brilliant writing. Really smart, really clever. I really just love his writing. Now, so I'm very happy to have a signature from him, and yeah, it's really good. So now on to the Telos novellas. Now these are the limited edition ones. These are like limited edition ones. You can't get any of them anymore really, but I've got 3 of these and that, and yeah, you can buy them offline. So yeah. I will start with Eye of the Tiger. Now Eye of the Tiger, this has got quite an interesting autograph in it, and I would go into that in a bit, but I will say there are 2 versions of Eye of the Tiger limited edition, but one of them can cost like £400. That's what I've seen it go for. So this one goes for like 20 to 40 quid. This one, so best chances are to get this one. So this one's written by Paul McRooley. So obviously his signature is going to be in there, so that's nice. And another person's signature in there is Neil Gaiman's signature. And how I know that is because when you go online and that, it does say whose signature it is and that. But I will admit, I don't know one of the people's signatures and that, but I'm very happy to have Neil Gaiman's signature because he is a very good writer, and I do really like the Doctor's writing, but I know some people would disagree with me. So yeah. So the next one we got is Riptide. And yet again, this has another interesting signature. And this is signed by the author, Louise Cooper, Fred Gambery, something like that, which is the red one, and Stephen Gallagher, who actually wrote Warrior's Gate and Terminus, and I do really like his writing now. It's quite bleak, it's quite serious, it's quite interesting now, but the execution of possibly both stories and that aren't exactly the best. Not the writing wise, but the directing wise. Because he is a very good writer, he just didn't get the right directors, in my opinion. And as for the Dalek Factor, which is, you know, a nice chunky one, you get very small signatures, so I don't really know who it's signed by, other than Simon Clark and the artist who did the drawing in them. Because in all the Doctor Novella limited editions, you do get signatures from the artists who do art like this, for example, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, there is one other book in that, but that isn't Doctor related, and I want to save that to last, because that is a very, very special signature to me, and it's honestly amazing, because you'll find out. So there was one item I forgot, so I'll add this in before I go to the other items. And this is from Signman 2. I've already taken the CD out of the box, and it's from the first one, the first installment of this set, and it's signed by Jo Castleton. So it's very nice to have a signature. Well, I believe it's she. could be a boy, but I believe it is an actress. I could be wrong, but it's signed by them. So yeah, I don't know who they are, I will admit. So I will look it up after this video. But I'm very happy to have their signature from them. So now on to a series of audios. Yes, I've got a series of audios here, and it's actually Dalek Empire Series 2. Now, I originally had these from the Big Finish website, but I decided to reorder them because they actually all had signed signatures, and I didn't have one of them. So, yeah, and these are signed by Sarah Mowat, Gareth Thomas, and I don't know who the other guys are. I believe they're the rest of the cast, which are Mark McDonnell, Teresa Gallagher, Danny Carr, and Hannah Smith. So I've got this one, and this one. So very happy to have these, especially since Gareth Thomas, who actually played Blake from Blake 7, and it's very nice, because Blake 7 is a good show. I haven't watched all of it, I will admit, but it is good from what I've seen. And he's dead now, unfortunately, so it is, I'm quite happy to have an autograph from him, because it's probably going to become quite rare now. And I only got these for like 25 quid, which was an absolute bargain. So now on to the other signatures. So starting off with the audio one is The Nightmare Fair, which is actually signed by Colin Baker, which I got signed at a convention. And yeah, there's a bit of a story about this, why I got this one signed is because I bought this one at a convention because that day I just forgot to bring anything. I forgot to bring anything I needed. Basically, I was so unprepared and I went out and I was like, shit. So I had to buy this at the convention to get it signed, but I also wanted to buy it because I thought it would be a really good story. And it is a very good story, and I'm very happy to have this signed by Colin Baker. He was a wonderful chap, I really like him. And his doctor, a really nice guy. I've also got this signed, which is written by Colin Baker, which I believe is from extracts of a newspaper or something. And inside we've got to Rodan, Colin Baker. So it's not, I believe that's the name, Rodan. So it is not a signature, just a signature. It's actually like a, dedicated signature, which, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, you would like that, wouldn't you? You just like it, but it is encouraging that this was dedicated, because obviously, actors or writers don't like not dedicating things to people because they feel like this is going to get sold on eBay, isn't it? So they don't like to be like made a lot of money out of, really. They don't really like that, so, which I agree, I definitely agree with that. So it is good to have this dedicated somewhat. And Ghostlight. Now, there's a story to this one, because this one's actually signed by Sylvester McCoy, saying, "To Danny, good luck, Sylvester McCoy." And the reason there's a story to this one is because I got it signed by Sylvester McCoy, and he asked me about Ghostlight, how can I explain it, and I tried to explain it, but I was mumbling and that, and I just realised I didn't actually know myself. So that's kind of weird, isn't it? And I asked if I can have a photo of him because I wasn't able to get a photograph from him, unfortunately, like the pay one. And he said, yeah, so really nice guy he was, and I'm really thankful for it. Unfortunately, I don't know where the photo is at the minute, so I will try and find that at some point. But it was a very nice moment, I thought. So very thankful to him. Very nice guy. And Genesis of the Daleks, which is actually signed by Tom Baker. And I got this signed at the same convention. And I'm very, very happy to get it signed by Tom Baker, because he's my second favourite Doctor, with McCoy being my first favourite. And it was just amazing meeting him now, because not a lot of people get the chance to meet him, I've noticed. So having the opportunity was absolutely amazing. He was such a nice guy. And he offered me a jelly baby, and when I was nervous, he tried encouraging me, to come up to me and get my DVD signed and stuff. So very nice guy, very thankful, because he really encouraged me to speak to him, and it was just amazing, honestly. So now on to the non-related Doctor Who item that's signed. And if anyone knows what this is, they'll know what it is. So here's a hint. Stephen King's Doctor Sleep. Then take it out. So inside we've got Stephen King, Doctor Sleep, sorry. Then we've got this like nice cloud, smoky blue thing. Then we've got this like limited edition print of the cover on these standard editions. And then on this page, we've got this edition of Doctor Sleep by Stephen King, featuring the author's Fastest Smile signature and including a colour print. It's limited to 700 numbered copies, of which this is number 50 out of 700. So very thankful to have this, because it's just amazing to have Stephen King's signature, and it's honestly amazing. Like, not a lot of people get Stephen King's signature, so to have that feel of getting his signature was amazing. I'm really thankful to have this, because it is honestly incredible. And it's definitely, I wouldn't say it's like the pride of my collection of my signed things. I'll say, you know, they're all about the same thing to me. They're all special to me, but, you know, this is probably the most special, because this is just one of my favourite author, and I love Stephen King's writing. He's just so amazing. Like, seriously, if you have not read anything by Stephen King, just read it. Like, here's some recommendations: Pet Sematary, It, The Shining, Misery, The Green Mile. Honestly, all amazing books, and they're brilliant. So now on to my convention photos. So starting off with Colin Baker. You know, as you can see, I'm quite young in this picture, but you know, I do cringe at it, don't I? Because when I started doing YouTube and I got these photographs, I had to cover them up and everything, or take a down, because I was just so embarrassed. Now, but now I don't. Now I'm not too fussed now, but it is a bit embarrassing for me. Then we got Sylvester McCoy, who was very nice, because I met him at another convention and he was just amazing. And then I met Tom Baker, who was a very nice man. I'm very lucky to be able to meet him, because not a lot of people will be able to meet him, unfortunately. Because, you know, he's very restrictive in where he goes, really, because he's, you know, obviously he's quite old now, so he doesn't go to very much far places now. So yeah, thank you for watching this video, guys. It was, you know, it was honestly amazing just to show you all my signed things and that, and you know, if you have any signed things to say, just say in the comments below and that, because I'm quite interested to see where you've got signed and by who. And yeah, so thank you for watching, and goodbye, fellow time agents.